Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at a package. Actually, we're doing a unboxing today, and inside this box, inside this package, I'm expecting to have a Casio G-Shock. This will be my first non-square Casio G-Shock. So let's get out of this noisy package here. Using my Ripple, if you're interested. CRKT Kinamine Design Ripple. Sorry about that. These things are loud. So let's zoom back out here. I guess using a package instead of a box doesn't do the outer box any favors. So Casio Edifice. This is coming in a different box. I may have gotten the wrong. Well, okay. I thought this would be in a G-Shock container. Interesting. So this is the supposed to be the Casio G-Shock GA-2100SU-1A, otherwise known as the CASIOAK. Yep. So I was expecting it to be in a G-Shock 10, not a Edifice 10. So I've been looking for one of these, and they're hard to find. So a member of the Random Rob Patreon group posted this one was up for sale at Macy's. So I jumped on it. I'm not necessarily a fan of the camo pattern on here. I've seen some aftermarket metal band kits. Actually, they have these metal bracelet and bezel kits for the 5600 or any 5600 series, and also for the 5610. They also have these kits for the Casio now. So anyway, just an unboxing, initial impressions of this watch here. I have some specs I can go over as well. As I mentioned, this is my first non-square G-Shock. Actually had two G-Shocks so far. That 5600E over there that I put in the metal bezel and bracelet. And also just recently picked up this 5610 Solar. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I think this is just a perfect everyday, do whatever you want kind of watch, because solar, all kinds of good features on that one. So I'll go over that watch in another time. So also supposed to be getting one of these very soon. The all black one is a tour watch from Rob, which I'll be sending out to some other members of the Patreon group as well. So this has the carbon core case, carbon core guard. It's the case behind the bezel is this carbon technology for the shock resistance. This just has a stamped back like the 5600E, as you can see there. And then my 5610 has the milled case back. So let's go over the specs on this. The lug to lug on this is 48.5. The case width is 45.4, and the thickness is 11.8 millimeter thick. And I got those specs right from the Casio website, so they're getting pretty specific with the numbers there. And the weight is light at 51 gram. Feels very similar to the G-Shock Square in weight. So one thing I didn't really pay attention to when I ordered it is it doesn't have a seconds hand, which I guess that's fine. That's fine because you have the digital behind it here. I'm sorry, yeah, the digital seconds behind it. And then that is the day and the date. And yes, it is 8:30 in the morning, so time is set. And it is Monday. Did I say Monday? Yeah, Monday. M for Monday. nice and easy with the white hands to see the time on this too. Some of the other ones are black on black on black, and I guess it's just stealth mode, but doesn't do any favors for telling time. It's a neat looking watch. It has the raised indices there and different levels with the digital time, and then with the day indicator. You can see why this is so popular. It's called the CASIOAK because it has the octagonal shape to the bezel. It looks kind of like the Audemars Piguet Casio. I'm sorry, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Geez, a little early in the morning, I guess, to make video. So anyway, it has a resin bezel, resin band, and one of the downfalls, but understandable for the price, is mineral glass. The bezel does protect that a little bit, but I'm sure that I would eventually scratch the glass on this. So it does have a double LED light, one light that'll light up the face, and then I'll have a backlight for the digital on here, and I'll show that off at the end of the video. We'll do a Loom shot. So let's see if we can go through the functions here. It says it has a world time. Try and get it angled here to see the, there we go, see the LED there. So there's the world time, UTC, the stopwatch function, see light. So let's start that. It's just all on the little digital screen there. It's kind of small. You can compare it to, I know this is a main display, but still, as far as practicality, I'd take the square over the CASIOAK, but it's usable. So let's stop that, and then I think this will reset, maybe. Yep. So timer function, so you can set the time, and then countdown timer, alarm. I always seem to have trouble figuring out how to set these alarms and turn them off, so they'll be going off at 12 at night or whatever, the worst time to do that. And back to the time again. It's supposed to be accurate for plus or minus 15 seconds a month. It has a 3-year battery, the SR726W battery, and it says ×2, so I'm assuming that it has 2 batteries in here that you have to replace every 3 years. So let me pause the video and we'll get into the Loom shot. So thanks again for watching, and if you could like, comment, subscribe, all the fun YouTube stuff, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Well, as I was setting up for the Loom shot, I realized I forgot to do a wrist shot, so here it is on my 6.5 inch wrist, and again the dimensions are 55.4, and then in this direction 48. Geez, I'm doing bad today. So this direction is 48.5, this way is 45.4. So let me zoom out. So again, 6.5 inch wrist. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Now with the resin all being a seamless looking, it doesn't look too bad being a little bit larger on my wrist. I'll put my square on just for reference. Like I said, I really like the G-Shock square. I think they're great watches. Wasn't really a fan of G-Shocks a couple years ago, but I picked up that 5600E and it really changed my mind on these. So anyway, be right back with the Loom. So there's a bit of Loom to the hands there. You can set up the afterglow on this for 1.5 or 3 second intervals. So you can see both the backlight and then also the face of the watch lighting up, in addition to the loomed hands there. So I have my square here. This is the solar, just to give you a point of reference. This will be kind of sideways, but see if I can get them both going at the same time. Anyway, there you go. That's my unboxing of the G-Shock CASIOAK. Thanks for watching.